Rajakumar, Assistant Professor from Department of Information Technology. We all know that network plays an important role in our day-to-day life. And every day we are using social medias and we stay connected with our friends. And in this pandemic situation, we are using Zoom app and Google Meet app to conduct online courses. We can't imagine our day-to-day life without the networks. Yes, mostly we are using wireless or mobile networks, but network started with wired networks. Network is a interconnection of devices. For that interconnection of devices, we need a connecting devices. Let's move on to the presentation. These are the some of important devices helps to make wired networks. Repeater and hub are physical layer devices. Switch and bridge are data link layer devices. Router is a network layer device. Yes, let's we start with the repeater device. This is what called as repeater device. As shown in image, repeater have only two ports. What is repeater? Whenever signal transmitted via medium for longer distances, signal attenuation or signal loss occurs. Yes, to avoid that signal loss, we are using this repeater device. So repeater used to regenerate and retransmit incoming weak signals. What is the use of repeater? As repeater regenerates incoming weak signal, it can cover longer distances, and we know that single LAN can be segmented into two or more LANs for management purposes. So to connect those segments of LAN, we can use this repeater device. Yes, as shown in this image, repeater can connect multiple LAN segments. And we discussed about repeater. Repeater has some disadvantages too. Cannot filter network traffic. Data arriving at one port of a repeater gets sent out on all other ports. Next one is hub. Hub is also basically a device. Device shown is what called as hub. Yes, a hub is a connecting device used to connect multiple devices in a single network. Yes, a hub is a simple physical layer device. It just forwards incoming data to all other ports as shown in image. There are two types of hub, passive hub and active hub. Passive hub doesn't regenerate signals, so signal loss may occur. Active hubs regenerates and broadcasts to all other ports, so signal loss doesn't occur. Okay, active hubs regenerate like repeater, so we can call active hub as a multi-port repeater. Next device is switch. Switch is a data link layer device. Picture shown is what called as switch. Switch also a connecting device as like hub, but there is big differences between hub and switch. Hub doesn't maintain any MAC table, but switch maintains MAC table. Upon receiving frames, switch examines MAC address and forward to corresponding or intended destination. As shown in this picture, device 1 sends data to device 3. Data reaches to switch and switch examines the destination MAC address and forward data to intended destination. This is the use of switch. So we can call switch or intelligent device as it forwards the data to intended destination. Switch maintains MAC table like this. Devices are connected to ports 2, 3, 4 and 6. So MAC address entries are made in 2, 3, 4 and 6th ports as shown in image. Next device is bridge. Bridge is also a data link layer device. Already discussed about hub and switches. Hub and switch used to connect devices. Bridge used to connect two networks or two LANs with same protocol and makes a single LAN as shown in figure. Actually, bridge acts like a repeater, but it maintains MAC table, right? So repeater doesn't maintain any MAC table, but bridge maintains MAC table. So it doesn't forward data if source and destination is from the same LAN. As shown in image, data not destined for a device on the other network is prevented from passing over the bridge. If source and destination is on the same network, so it doesn't forward data to the other network. So by this way, bridge avoids unwanted traffic also. Okay, next one is types of bridges. There are two types of bridges: transparent bridge and source routing bridge, right? Uh, transparent bridge or landing bridges. So in transparent bridges, MAC table is automatically created by learning frame movements in the network. And in transparent bridges, stations are completely unaware of the bridge's existence. If a bridge is added or deleted from the system, we need not reconfigure the systems. Next one is source routing bridge. In source routing, a sending station defines the bridges that the frame must visit. The address of these bridges are included in the frame. Source routing bridges were designed by IEEE to be used with token ring LANs. So next device is router. Router is a network layer device. This is what called as router device. Switches or hubs connect devices and make single LAN. And to interconnect those networks, we need device called a router. So router used to connect different networks. As shown in this image, switch or hubs connect devices and makes a single network, and a router used to connect those different networks. Yes, routing is the main functionality of router. It examines incoming packets and makes routing decisions accordingly. Router uses routing table to make routing decisions. Routing table somewhat look like this. If packet arrives with particular destination IP address, it forwards that packet to next hop router. Router uses routing tables to make routing decisions. Let's we discuss some other important devices. Yes, the first one is gateway. Gateway used to connect dissimilar networks that may work upon different networking models. Yes, one network may work upon a OSI model and other network may work upon TCP/IP model. To connect those dissimilar networks, we need gateway device. And we can call gateway as a protocol converter that works at all networking layers. Yes, this is the use of gateway device used to connect different networks. Next one is bRouter. bRouter is a networking device that works as a bridge and a router. bRouter routes packets for a known protocols and simply forwards all other packets as a bridge would. bRouter operates at network layer for routable protocols and operates at data link layer for non-routable protocols. Next one is network interface card, NIC. Network interface card is a computer hardware component that connects a computer to a network. NIC allows communication between computers connected via local area network as well as communicate over large scale network through IP. MAC address or physical network address are assigned to NICs that is used to deliver Ethernet packets to the computer. First image shown is called as NIC card. Second image shows where NIC card placed in PC. Next one, transmission media. Transmission media is a pathway that carries information from sender to receiver. Transmission media classified as guided media and unguided media. Guided media is a wired medium, signals transmitted through physical links. Unguided media is a wireless medium, and guided media classified into three types. One is a twisted pair cable, coaxial cable, and optical fiber cable. Yes, let's discuss about cables. First one is a twisted pair cable. It includes separately protected conductor wires, and pairs of cables are packed jointly in a protective cover. It is available in two types. First one is UTP, that is unsealed twisted pair. This type of cable has the ability to block inferences and doesn't depend on a physical shield for this purpose. It is mostly used in telephone applications. Second one is shielded twisted pair. This type of cable consists of a special jacket to block external inferences. Second type of wired media is coaxial cable. Coaxial cable is a copper cable built with a metal shield and other components to block signal inferences. And it is primarily used by cable TV companies to connect their customer homes. Yes, this type of wired media is by fiber optical cable. It uses the concept of reflection of light. It is used for the transmission of large volumes of data, and it is very useful for long distance transmission. Yes, we discussed about some important networking devices. Thank you.